Thank you very much. I apologize for us being a little late today. I just would like to congratulate my colleague, Senator Tim Kennedy from Buffalo, for passing his first bill this legislative session. Let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations. And it's so fitting that this occurs today because, you know, last week I stood here and spoke about the pressing need to address New York's affordability crisis. Whether you're from the suburbs or the cities, too many New Yorkers can't afford to live here. I said that our answer to the affordability crisis will determine New York's future. And ladies and gentlemen, I was only half right. Because while we led the charge to make New York more affordable by tackling rising housing and energy costs, we must set our sights on the most important component, and that is revitalizing, reinvigorating, and restoring our economy. And the only way we can do that is creation of jobs. Because New York, no matter how affordable you can make New York, if you don't have a job, it will still be too affordable. Just as we need to reduce costs and provide relief for homeowners on Long Island, Western New York, Westchester County, we need to spur job creation and strengthen protection for the unemployed. Just as we need to extend and expand rent regulations for tenants in Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, we need to rebuild our economy through increased employment opportunities and common sense unemployment protections. And just as we need to reduce the burden on cash-strapped consumers across the entire state by easing the pain at the pump, we must promote high-tech job training and harness the potential of alternative energy to fuel the economy of tomorrow. A lot of politicians will talk about creating jobs. It is as easy as, when you want to win elections, like kissing babies. But the whole point is that you must keep your promise. We have heard Senate Republicans claim to support private sector job growth, and that you have heard from day one. But it has been missing from their legislative agenda. Let's look at the agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, talk is cheap. New Yorkers are struggling to find work, simply cannot afford the cost of more broken promises. Now is the time for us to act and let history be a guide to our successful time. In 1944, when the world was at war and our country just beginning to recover from the worst economic failure in this history, President Roosevelt delivered his State of the Union address and called for a second Bill of Rights, saying, quote, "True individual freedom cannot exist without economic security and independence." In our day, these economic truths have become accepted and self-evident. Among these are the right to a useful and remunerative job. President FDR's first priority was jobs. The same holds true for us today. Our priority are jobs. We can make things affordable, but if you don't have a job, you can't afford to pay for them. Nothing is more important than creating jobs because New Yorkers work best when New Yorkers are working. So let's get to work by taking our budgetary savings we have identified and using it to make the smart investment and strong commitment we need to build a new economy and get New York working again. Now, to speak on it in detail will be Senator Tim Kennedy, our colleague, who once again I want to congratulate for passing not only your first bill, but also steam us ahead in dealing with one of the most important things. Not only talking about affordability, but creating jobs and giving every New Yorker an opportunity to put food on their table, a roof over their head, and providing the best educational opportunity for their children. Senator Tim Kennedy.